What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about my wheel fitment. I've gotten plenty of messages on Instagram, I've gotten a couple here on YouTube, and I just wanted to make it as clear as possible what my fitment is, what my specs were. That way, so for anybody that doesn't know what exactly to get or what route to follow, this will give you an idea. Fitment actually it goes by preference. So on mine, I didn't really know what specs to get either. I was going back and forth between specs when I was getting wheels, but when I bought these used, the specs actually turned out to be near perfect. I could use a little bit of a spacer in the front, but I'll talk to you guys about that in a little bit. The size up front is 19 by 9 plus 25, and the rears are 19 by 10 plus 40. So here's the front wheel, which is, like I said, it's 19 by 9 plus 25 offset, and it's almost near perfect, to be honest. But the only thing is that at my height, I'm actually having rubbing issues. As you guys can see, there's a little bit of tire, I guess I would say tire shine, and I believe it's hitting right here, or it also every now and then it happens to hit on the inside of the fender. My fenders are not rolled. That's something that I've been meaning to do. A friend of mine let me borrow a fender roller, but I haven't actually used it. Thanks, Miguel. I think next time I'm gonna be going with a 245/35. Now the rear wheels are 19 by 10 plus 40 offset, and it's crazy to see how much of a concave this wheel has compared to the one up front. Even though the front is a little bit more aggressive with offset wise, but that, I guess I'm assuming that inch of a difference is actually what matters. But here I really rarely have any rubbing issues. So I've been contemplating about maybe raising the rear up just a tad bit, just to match a little bit more alongside with the front. And at one point I believe they were about the same height, but I guess over time the rears ended up getting lower and the fronts didn't. So that's pretty much what my fitment is. Here's a side view of the car, and as you guys can see, the rear is a little bit lower than the front. And keep in mind, I'm already at a slight incline. It's not a big incline, but it is slightly, so technically that would make the front look just a tad bit lower. I believe the front is perfect, and the rear is a little bit maybe too low in my opinion. I keep going back and forth. I feel like the rear is fine, but then at another time I'm like, nah, maybe I should raise it. But then maybe I think I'm just lazy to raise up the rear, because then I have to go back and get another alignment, and eventually I'm gonna do it, but maybe not yet. Alright, and I'm just gonna do a quick walk around for you guys, that way you guys can get a better view of it, just kind of overall view of the car. I don't think I did this whenever I had the wheels put on when I made the video of it, and if I did, I think it was already getting dark, so you guys didn't really get a good view of it. Here you guys can get a better view of it on how the fitment in the rear is. It's almost near perfect. And what I was saying about the spacer in the front, you guys can see that this tire has really no stretch at all compared to the rear, and I believe maybe a 8mm spacer would probably do the trick for me. And then with me running the 245/35 and rolling the fenders, I think that should make enough clearance for me to have almost the same fitment that I have in the rear and have it in front too. Worst case, if I am still getting rubbing issues, I do have the camber plates on the coilovers that allow me to, I think, if I'm not mistaken, add -2 degrees of camber, which it'll be matching in the rear. Right now I'm running -2 in the rear and almost 0 in the front. So with that said, ideally I would like to have matching camber in the back and the front. Right now I didn't really max out the camber in the front, just because it'd be too sunk in, and I don't really feel like getting spacers right now, just because I'm going to be redoing the wheels. I mean, a spacer is a But yeah, I don't really have much time left because my batteries keep dying and I keep forgetting to charge them, and it was just supposed to be a quick video. So anyways guys, if you guys have any more questions on the wheel fitment, just feel free to message me on Instagram or leave a comment down below. I think I answer every single question that I could think of that I've been asked. So yeah guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.